Alright, what's going on? Let's just start watching it right now. It's right there. Should we just start, dude? Alright, let's just start.
My content over time, that people would see that as a reflection of who I am. And for a while I felt like if I changed my content over...
If you guys don't know, IDUBBBZ is, dude, he just dropped a new video, and a lot of people are saying that I should, react to it on stream. So, dude, let's just start.
Over time, that people would see that as a reflection of who I am and what I value. But I'm starting to realize that that is a very weak and passive way to, run my channel and live my life. So I think...
Dude, what the fuck happened to this guy?
I think it's...
What is his hair, dude? What is the mustache? What is the tattoos?
If I'm going to have the balls to...
It's like straight up a different person, dude.
To go to Tana's fan meetup and say slurs at her and then make a video about how it's okay to say slurs. I think I should have the balls to make an apology video and take accountability for the mistakes I've made. So that's what this video is. I've realized that I need to be...
People are saying Soy... Dude, I don't think Soy could do this to someone, dude. It might... Dude, there might be something else involved.
Crystal clear about what I believe, so there's no room for ambiguity. I am responsible for creating a lot of hurtful and damaging content on this channel. And I've also created a culture of apathy and, I don't know, a lot of like cruelty as well. Like, some of the videos I've made have been very...
Dude, I couldn't agree more.
Not edgy. I don't think they some of these videos were edgy. I think they were just outright cruel. So I don't want people to, get it confused.
I couldn't agree more, dude.
About, where I stand. I have made some cruel, hurtful content, and I need to acknowledge that, and I'm really sorry that it's taken me this long to acknowledge it. The content I'm talking about specifically are content cop videos and videos...
Does Leafy smoke crack? Dude, I don't smoke crack. What the fuck?
Where I was just generally criticizing people.
This is the strangest video of all time. He just starts it off and he's ready to apologize, dude. He tried the boxing live, it didn't work out, and dude, he's done.
For very lackluster...
Does he apologize to me?
...reasons, and, obviously didn't have any accountability...
I genuinely haven't seen this yet.
...ability online whatsoever on my end. I was morally grandstanding and acting as if I am any...
What does morally grandstanding mean?
...better than any of these people that I was making content cop videos on, and I'm not. I'm a human. I'm a real human who makes mistakes.
He cried at his boxing speech. Dude, he did.
And, I make a different set of mistakes than the people I was making videos on, but it doesn't matter. I don't think anyone deserves...
Does he say that I have a nice chin in this video? Like, I don't want to watch it and just wonder... Like, one in the chat if he does.
That level...
Two in the chat if he doesn't.
...of cruelty or hate. It's also indoctrinated a lot of people into thinking that this is an okay way to behave. And it's not. It's super irresponsible and shitty. I am very insecure about my ability to create...
Bro, that's fucked up, man.
...interesting content or...
He's insecure about, being... What is he insecure about, dude? I'm, like, reading chat.
It's super irresponsible and shitty. I am very insecure about my ability to create... interesting content or...
Bro, this is just like the Twilight Zone. What the fuck happened to this guy, dude?
Or like entertain. It's gotten better over the years, but it's something that I have...
He like got fucking molested or some shit, dude. This is crazy. I don't even think that... Dude, it had to be more.
Struggled with constantly.
What the fuck happened, dude?
And it's one of the reasons why I, kept making this hurtful content. I ended up pivoting...
This is the weirdest video of all time. He's literally sitting in the fucking cuck chair, bro. They're like in a hotel or something?
...into other things because...
Do you think his wife is recording this, dude?
I felt
Maybe her boyfriend is on the other end of like the camera or something.
bad about it, like innately. But it's still something that I struggle with, and I don't want you to interpret that as an excuse, but I hope that that is relatable to other creators who maybe...
Dude, I honestly don't follow this shit like too closely, but I remember seeing on Twitter that like on his wife's like, I don't know, OnlyFans or something like that, there was like another dude like holding like with her or something. Dude, someone in chat probably knows more than me, but like, dude, it's like not a meme. Like, his wife is actually with other people or something. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
With the same thing, I'm not confident in my ability to entertain, and I think if I had to rely
He's at cuck point.
on my personality...
Alright, someone in chat knows. Bro, it was a painted nails guy. So someone with painted nails was taking pictures of his wife for like her OnlyFans. So that was Destiny? Bro, imagine if it was Destiny. That'd be pretty fucking cool. First you get Sneeko, you know, getting cucked, and then he becomes the cucker. And then we got Destiny. Dude, if Destiny actually did that, dude, Destiny would be pretty cool.
To entertain people that I wouldn't...
Dude, he's literally in the corner. This is straight up unbelievable, dude.
I wouldn't have any amount of success. And that is really hard.
Dude, if you want my honest opinion, part of me doesn't even believe it, dude. Part of me sees this as like, okay, he's trying to like become the most hated person because he's gonna drop a new boxing match, and everyone's gonna show up to like, you know, watch his, you know, I don't know, man.
Hard to...
Dude, it's crazy, man.
To come to terms with. I was being very bigoted in a lot of my videos, and I justified it because, you know, I didn't think it was too serious, and I thought that people were going to see that I had good intentions, you know, but that's so silly, you know.
What the fuck is he talking about? Good intentions? Like, what? Dude, this is the guy that was just saying, like, the N-word and all. I mean, dude, I don't even need to reference all the shit he said.
Casual.
It's not even like there was a point to it. Like, he was just, like, you know, unboxing shit. What is he talking about? Good intentions.
Racism is still racism. Casual bigotry is still bigotry. And, you know, I said a lot of things that I look back at and I cringe now, and I'm like, that is an awful thing to say. It doesn't matter what my intentions are. Like,
dude, this guy's like apologizing like dude, what the fuck?
If I'm hurting people, I'm hurting people. And
this guy is acting like he like owns slaves or something like that. What the fuck?
You know, who the fuck knows what my intentions are? Like, sarcasm and like jokiness and jokey tone only goes so far, especially over the internet. Even in real life, that's like an impossible thing to know with 100% certainty. I've just always had this dumb philosophy that I'm not responsible for, you know, my audience and how they behave.
Dude, I don't think he is. I don't know why people like try to argue that they're like responsible for the actions of all the people that watch them, but I still think that's stupid as fuck, dude. If someone in chat decides to shoot up the Google headquarters, dude, that I shouldn't be in the electric chair for that. Like, how does that make any sense?
Behave beyond what content I put out, and that's stupid. And it's led to a lot of hate and a lot of bad outcomes. And I just want to make it clear that I am absolutely responsible for my audience. And you know, I guess if you want to, you know, look out for people who are red flags, it's definitely people who had my mentality that say, I'm not responsible for what my audience does. I know that this apology isn't enough. I've clearly done a lot of damage. You know, these videos have been up for a long time and have accumulated millions of views. I shouldn't be able to just make an apology video and walk away from it.
Agreed.
This is something...
He has to say that I have a nice chin.
...that I should live the rest of my life with, and I expect to. I've profited...
Bro, what the fuck is this?
...off of this bigoted content for years, and I've made a...
Dude, his wife is recording him right now.
...successful career out of it. And
he's literally cornered, dude. It's his wife and, you know, her boyfriend.
And that's not right. I think that this is only a step in the right direction, and I know that a lot more needs to be done to even approach a lot.
Dude, he's using like all the fucking weird slang. Dude, he's using the word bigoted and shit like that. Dude, what happened to this guy?
Life that I would think would be like acceptable. I am running ads on this video, and any revenue generated from this video, I'm going to match and donate to an organization that, you know, would have been particularly affected by the type of rhetoric that I've been spewing on this channel. And again, this isn't the end of what I'm doing. This is just the start. I don't feel like a lot of this content represents me as a person, at least not anymore. There was a time where it probably perfectly represented me because I was a nasty, apathetic...
Dude, this guy got bullied for 3 months and he's like, oh, I'm done with this shit. This shit is horrible. Bro, what the fuck?
Insecure person. Now that I don't feel like it represents...
I was getting hate for like 5 years. Keemstar was getting hate for like 12 years. What the fuck happened to this guy?
...me, and I want to distance myself from it and keep it from...
This dude is a bitch, dude.
You know, indoctrinating more people. I'd like to unlist the videos so...
Dude, it's all of his wife, dude, actually. I take it back.
...that people, you know, can access...
Like, someone in chat, please explain what happened.
...access them still for whatever, you know, purposes they might want to do that for. But it's not being proliferated on the website.
Bro, whoever he boxed beat the racist out of him.
I feel like that's the best solution, at least for the time being. And for anyone who liked those videos, I want this video to be an example and a lesson for you. You know, you can like content, but you can also think that it's irresponsible and it's hurting other people. So just tap into that part of your brain that's saying like, oh, okay, it's probably not that important that this video stays online because...
Dude, his wife straight up domesticated him. Like, people talk about, oh, that guy's whipped. Like, no. This guy just straight up got, like, domesticated by his wife, dude.
Truthfully, I've seen it. I've experienced the content, but it's done a lot of damage. We can just let it go. I'm sorry to everyone that I made content cop videos on. I still...
What? Dude, I never thought this day would come.
...don't like the majority of you, and that's fine, but I've experienced the content, but it's done a lot of damage. We can just let it go. I'm sorry to everyone that I made content cop videos on.
Let's fucking go, dude.
I still don't like the majority of you.
What the fuck?
And that's fine, but I can recognize that you did not deserve the hate and harassment that I sent your way.
Bro.
Okay. I particularly want to apologize to Tana. Tana, I'm sorry. I should have never made that video. I harassed Tana in person and then harassed her online.
Dude, I was saying this like 3 streams ago.
And that's deplorable behavior. It's so stupid.
He's basically directly apologizing to me.
I'm also sorry to all the black viewers and minority groups who had to put up with that video and put up with, you know, the phrases. I said either it's all okay or none of it's okay.
Bro, the black people that actually was like big fans of this guy, dude, no comment on that.
All the black viewers and minority groups who had to put up...
Dude, Ricegum said it... Ricegum had it right.
...with that video and put up with, you know, the phrases. I said either it's all okay or none of it's okay. And that's just so dangerous and stupid. I have made content that I'm proud of over the years. It hasn't been as consistent as maybe I'd like it to have been, but you know, there is a lot of content that I think had a net positive on the world, and you know, I'm going to strive to continue on.
I know he's planning on doing one more boxing match. He has to fight a black person for the last one, dude. Like, can we all agree, dude?
That trend. But again, I'm absolutely going to continue to make mistakes, but I want the mistakes to be a lot
IDUBBBZ killed George Floyd. Dude, that's how he's acting right now.
Smaller and a lot less serious. I also want to give some clarity to the post-fight speech that I gave. I mean, it wasn't a speech. It was a phrase. I was like,
you know, I know I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but I really do appreciate the support. And
dude, he's apologizing like he killed George Floyd. This is so fucked up, bro. He has to find a trans boxer.
You know, thank you for coming.
That was addressing the people over the years,
Bro.
that I neglected and I left behind. You know, the people whose feelings...
Dude, he actually cried after losing. That is... I mean, dude, I was laughing so fucking hard when I saw that shit, but... Dude, it... What the fuck, man?
I, didn't take into consideration. Those are the people who I was addressing as, I know I'm not everyone's cup of tea. Anyone who thinks that I should be shouting the N-word from the rooftops, I don't want to be your cup of tea. Now I want to talk about events and situations that have happened over the past 5 years of my life that have led me to the place I'm at now. One year I was at a convention.
Dude, his wife straight up cut off his dick, dude.
And a bunch of fans were, wanting pictures. And this particular fan came up to me and said, I know you probably don't like transgender people, but can I, get a picture? That smacked me in the face. I was like, oh, holy shit. Why would you think that? But I mean, it was fairly obvious.
And he supports trans people, of course, because that's his future plans, dude.
I was being cruel.
He got a vasectomy. Of course he did, dude. That's just like step one.
Hateful, bigoted, and being very uncaring about people's feelings. That is a very fair assessment to make.
I'm black and I don't accept him. Good, dude. This guy was like saying the N-word over and over again. Dude, and he wasn't saying like, dude, he was saying like the hard R.
Giving this person bad vibes. And I think I've given a lot of people extremely bad vibes.
I remember I said that shit in my original response and everyone was like, dude, you're a pussy. Like, bro, what? Like, he just loved saying that word.
Event that was very...
I remember black people were reacting to my video on it, and they were like, nah, that's completely cool.
Important for me to experience was I went on a boxing podcast. I was
Dude, I never understood that.
basically like trying to walk back my Tana content cop. I was still very like insecure and uncomfortable with the fact that I made that video. And but I was still coping. You'll see me struggle in this clip to, say that it was wrong.
So I just wanted to let you talk on that, right? Because obviously using the N-word is definitely frowned upon by a lot of people, especially by a non-African American. But I was just curious.
That was because I wanted to like criticize her for her like sort of flagrant use of it. I've been pretty flagrant about it too, not in the same way. Mm-hmm. I thought there was a message to be shared there, and I don't think it was particularly. It was okay in criticizing her, but I think I probably wasn't the person to deliver the message, if that makes sense. There was a message that I was trying to put out there, and like I'm not really the person to put out that message. I don't regret making the video. I think there's bits and pieces to take from it that I think are valuable. But
dude, what the fuck? I know he like is saying this is wrong, but like, he's sitting there and the guy's like, "Why did you say the N-word over and over again?" And he's like, "Oh, I don't regret making the video. I still think it was solid." Just like showing up at their convention and whatnot, and just say, "Okay, dude."
But I probably wouldn't make it these days. I'm very grateful to those guys and how they broached the subject because. It didn't put me on the defensive.
You mean his wife owns his slaves?
It just made me realize, like, I'm stupid. And I really need to, like, acknowledge these things. Like, what am I doing? I'm still trying to make excuses for myself and, like, why I made that. I'm still trying to need to, like, acknowledge these things. Like, what am I doing?
I don't know.
I'm still trying to make excuses for myself and like...
I honestly thought after his boxing match he was going to make a video being like, look how much money I made, fuck you all. But no, at the end he started crying.
Why I made that video. It's like, it was a dumb idea. I harassed someone. I was saying slurs and I was trying to justify it all. A very big thing that has sort of altered my view on all of this is just the amount of hate and harassment my wife Anissa has received over the years. She's had to deal with it from the beginning of our relationship, and I have done a horrible job at acknowledging her and her feelings for it. A lot of the time I just thought that was her problem, or that was other people's problem. Like, it's not my problem that you're getting hate and harassment. And it's like, no, it absolutely is. You know, that's the culture that I cultivated, and I, you know, didn't do anything to change that. You know, over the years...
Dude, he's making it out like his wife is like this virgin, like, princess, and she's just like this 18-year-old, like, virgin, like... I keep saying that. It's like me projecting. Dude, he's acting like his wife is just the shit. Dude, bro, this is just... I don't even know.
Years it's changed a little bit, but, you know, I don't think I've still fully...
This is honestly just sad, dude.
Acknowledged how responsible I am for the amount of harassment that Anissa has had to deal with. And this year I decided to speak more candidly and be more open about who I am as a person, and to speak
Dude, what the hell did his wife do to him?
on my life a little bit more. And
She straight up like mind fucked him, dude.
I did that on Anthony Padilla's podcast. These are the people that I'm attracting. These are the people that I'm entertaining. Like, I need to reevaluate things. They're relating and enjoying this content for a reason, and that's not maybe the same reason that I'm trying to make. I had a very Wild West mentality when it came to online behavior. Like, people are going to do what they want to do. People are going to say what they want to say. And I can pretty much do the same because it's the internet. But I think you have to be a lot more responsible. If you guys are at all interested in how I've arrived here, that...
People that shit talk their fans. Yeah, these people made me rich, and, you know, if it wasn't for them, I would just be like, just randomly post. Yeah, but fuck those. Dude, people I will never understand, dude.
Video gives, you know, a good bit of context and talks about some of my life a little bit. There is a clip from this interview that's been floating around the internet, and it's me...
I don't care if the people that watch my stuff storm the Capitol, dude. They're just... Dude, no.
Calling my fans antisocial and basement dwellers, and I was like, I didn't like, you know, interacting with my fans. I just want to be clear, like, that was my realization. I think a lot of people are like, of course that happened, is because you were creating that culture, and you were attracting those people. And it's like, yes, I know. I know now. I didn't know before. It was my realization upon, you know...
Leafy, I'm 19 with a fat ass. LOL, follow me on Twitter. I might check it out after stream.
Meeting more and more fans that I was like, oh shit, you guys are struggling. It was easy for me to identify them struggling when they were outside of my body. But the antisocial basement dwelling incel that was inside here, I couldn't acknowledge that. I couldn't recognize that. So I needed the mirror to be held up to me. In closing, I want to say that I have...
Dude, he just called all the people that watched his stuff incels. What the fuck?
I've always thought that I was an empathetic person, because I thought...
How do the people that still like this guy, like, justify that?
Well...
Like, oh yeah, you know, we're incels, yeah.
I get angry. I get sad. Of course I got empathy. Seems easy, right? Empathy? I definitely have that. There were moments where, like, a dog would die in a film, and I'd...
Dude, the second anyone starts talking about empathy and all this stupid, weird psychology bullshit, you know it's over, dude.
Cry. So it's like, of course I have empathy. But I never did. I think only in these past couple of years have I gained the ability, empathy.
Dude, he's writing poetry right now. What the fuck?
And I'm very ashamed to admit...
This is a huge incel dub.
Admit that. It sounds really pathetic to say.
This former slave owner is, dude, he is just taking the biggest L of all time right now.
At the age of 32, I've acquired empathy, but I have, and I've realized it because I just, like, can't help myself but like, feel for other people's pain and suffering now. I'm still not perfect. I think that is, you know, my empathy meter's only maybe like a quarter of the way filled up.
He's only 25% psychopath, guys. Relax.
Potentially. But
he's only 25% racist still.
It's at least there. And I just want you guys to know that you can unlock ability empathy if you know, experience more life. It might take you getting hurt a little bit, but it's worth it. It is so worth it So thank you for watching, everyone. I do want to create more regular content, and you know, I don't want to just have the next 5 videos be apologies. So I have uploaded a squirrel video on my second channel if you want to watch that.
You know what I'm sick of? And I know he kind of touched over it in the video. I'm sick of people saying shit like, you know, as I got older, I grew up. And, dude, what they're essentially saying is, as I got older, I decided to just... Dude, I hate using this word, but they decided to be super left-wing, you know, woke, that type, dude. Just because you get older doesn't mean you have to, like, align yourself with that. What the fuck? A lot of the times when people get older, they usually switch from the left to the right. But I don't want to get, like, too political or anything like that.
I guess as one final thing,
Isn't the, like, age demographic of, like, you know, the woke people a lot lower than the, you know, average age of... You get what I'm saying, dude.
I want to thank everyone who's given me the space and the compassion to grow as a person, because it's taken longer.
Oh, as I got older, I realized that the only thing that made sense was to support trans rights and to march with them and to encourage my kids to chop off their dick and take hormones.
Than it probably should have. I appreciate everyone, and I think most importantly, I appreciate my wife, Anissa. She has been insanely compassionate.
Leave the city, dude. It's turning you into a pussy.
And helpful and patient in you know, allowing me to grow over the years, and has legitimately encouraged me to be a better person, and not a better person in just like the, you know, IDUBBBZ becoming woke kind of way. She was the one who said that I should try this boxing thing. I would have never done that on my own because I was insecure and I was pathetic.
Well, it was all her, dude.
I did this, and I am so glad I did. It's been amazing. So, Anissa, I love you. You're amazing. Right now you're streaming, but bon voyage, toodles.
Dude, completely unbelievable. I don't know what the hell happened.